a problem with the word solution, with the term, right? But if we have a solution, we're solving something. There's a lot of different problems. You mentioned it at the beginning. There are some people that say that the problem that we're solving is an Israeli problem. Some that are saying we're solving a Palestinian problem. What problem are we solving effectively if we do the binational approach?
The binational is very difficult, but we can work on it. It can be a soft binational because there are not, as I said, there is a kind of confederation. There is other things. When you keep a kind of autonomy to two sides and still you can cooperate in other things, in economy, in military things, of course. Everyone in the peace camp say we have that the Palestinian state must be demilitarized. This is, of course, a truth that everyone say.
It's a good question if that's going to work.
Of course it can work. You have done an agreement with Egypt that knows, with Egypt, the great Egypt, that no Egyptian soldiers will, the forces in the Sinai will be limited, and they keep it very well. And here you can do it very well.
Is Gaza supposed to be militarized today?
There was not an agreement with Gaza.
It's true, it was a unilateral withdrawal.
There was a unilateral, and you are keeping a kind of demilitarizing Gaza by the fact that you don't allow that there will be airport there and there will be...
right, but then when they take the cement and they dig the tunnels...
Yeah,
so
the tunnels is not the problem is they cannot have an air force. They cannot have an aeroplane there. They cannot have this was the price.
We're not talking about an existential threat to Israel. I think we all agree on that. We're not worried that tomorrow Israel is going to be wiped off the face of the map by either people in Judea, Samaria, West Bank, or in the Gaza Strip. We agree. But that doesn't mean that Israelis are keen to the notion of terrorism or people walking through their country, or perhaps if your waistline is too narrow between the Mediterranean Sea and the Green Line, that, not 2 years from now, but 50 or 100 years from now, a group like ISIS comes across and just cuts the country in half. These are problems that
we were agreeing border in the Jordan River would be under the control of joint forces of the Palestinian and the Israeli, and this, of course, we agree that all the people in the peace camp agree that the state of Palestine, when it will be created, will be totally demilitarized from what you call heavy weapons, cannon, Air Force, and what you speak
Again,
about.
I think the Gaza Strip example where it's stuck between Egypt and Israel, well, it's a problem, because we tried something and it didn't work
because
very
there
well.
wasn't an agreement with Gaza. With Gaza we ran away, and it was led by the most hawkish person in the Israeli politics.
Not in 2005 he wasn't.
Not okay. So, but he was doing it from military problem, not from his heart.
What changed? Is it your principles or the application of those principles?
There is no. The problem is the fact that there are so many settlers, and the question is, first of all, to keep the blocks and not to expand the settlers into the sea zone. This, of course, must stop immediately, and all the pilots or what you call piratic settlements that were done in the
outposts, the hilltops.
It is something that a sovereign country cannot permit it, cannot permit these things. So we have to take them out, not for the UN, but for our reason. Because you will not agree that someone will take an outpost in Galil or in the Negev or things like that. This is, of course, a principle for our sovereignty, for the Israeli sovereignty. First of all, to stop these things. First of all, to keep the blocks. And then to come to negotiation with the Palestinian or about the question of having a peace with the blocks, but then giving them territories. It's very difficult where you will take these territories to exchange with this. And also develop in a different channel, a cooperation, a very profound cooperation with the Palestinians about many, many aspects of life. And
like, for example?
Economy, and the question of military, and development of technology, and many, many things. Invest in invest in the Palestinian state a lot of things and build now new cities. Wabi, yes,
Wabi.
the Wabi, of course, and the Israelis don't give them water. What is happening? They had built and to solve the refugee problem, and in the camps, to do a lot of action together in order to
You're
solve.
talking about refugee humanitarian circumstances, not about bringing refugees.
No, not to bring refugees. The camp of refugees in the West Bank.
We'll agree that we need to improve the humanitarian
No,
circumstances of Palestinians.
just to solve it, to take it out.
And we can try to do what we do. We do what we do on the ground in Ariel.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the fact that you're opening the year in a very parallel way to the way that we are opening the year, trying new conversations like this one with people that we don't often get an opportunity to do. Thank you really for your time, for your sincerity. We can spend a lot of time disagreeing, but I'd like to think more about the fact that we can get together on the shared goal of changing the conversation in 2017.